Inazuma 11 Victory Road. That's the name of the best sports game of the year. And to be honest, the upcoming 5 years. There you go, that's the answer. If you want to know why, then stick around. What is Inazuma 11? To make things easy, imagine Blue Lock combined with Dragon Ball Z. And that's how you get stuff like this. It's as simple as that. If you are watching this video, then most likely you are not a fan of Inazuma yet. My job will be to convince you to check it out. If you end up even just wishlisting the game, then that will be a win for me. So, what comes to mind when you think about a sports game? This is an interesting question because there's a ton of variety across all genres. We have FIFA, Rematch, 2K, Madden, all games made by multi-million companies with the goal of sucking as much money from you as they possibly can. Don't misunderstand me, by default they are good games, but you have to admit that these games are rather infamous for their practices. And then on the other side of the spectrum, we have Wii Sports, Tony Hawk Pro Skating, Ubisoft Self-Defense Training Camp, all-time classics, you know? And I believe that Inazuma belongs in this category. Inazuma first started as a Nintendo DS game. Technically the game is a football RPG because while you do have football matches, the main game, the story mode if you will, has RPG elements. You have your team, each with a level and stats plus a set of techniques, almost as if they were Pokemon, to make things simpler. And in this case, instead of capturing, you scout the players that you want to play with, usually by achieving a series of conditions like winning some matches, collecting some items across the map, and so on and so on. This franchise has a ton of games, and I mean a ton of games, okay? However, we'll focus on the one that is releasing this week, Inazuma 11 Victory Road. Let's see what it has to offer. You are destined belows. You are a new student in a high school without football. Your very first line in the game is about how you want football to disappear. Pretty dramatic start, right? This is a little spoiler, but I do love how some characters call him a literal drama queen. Still, you arrive to this high school precisely because it doesn't have a football group. And in the story mode, you'll see Destin be the one who creates the new football group, able to become the new national champions of Japan. There's a lot more to story mode, but I'm trying to keep things light for people that haven't entered the franchise yet. And this is a wonderful segue to 200 years into the future, world has been destroyed by a higher dimensional entity. Your job? To travel across the entire history of Inazuma and find the best players so you can form the ultimate football team, defeat the entity, and save the world. If you're wondering how we went from becoming national champions to beating a literal god with the powers of football, me too! Nah, but seriously, this is another mode from the game. It's a great excuse for us old and new fans to go through the entire history of Inazuma from the very first game to straight up new content. So that's another good point. Victory Road can absolutely be your first Inazuma game, no problem. Of course, as any sports game, this game has an online scene. I think I haven't talked about this, but I want you to guess first. How many characters this game has? 50? 300? 1000? Like Pokemon? At the time of making this video, the game will have 5400 characters. It has all of the characters from the very first game up to this new one. There are around 700 techniques on release, with many more to come in future updates, and tons of other mechanics that I won't be able to talk about now. But you get the idea. The game is loaded with content, and that's an understatement. The online scene, having so many features, will be able to stay alive for years to come. And with the World Cup releasing next year, I can't wait to see the game boom. This one is really cute. In this mode, you can create your very own character in the style of Inazuma, and you can have your very own town, Animal Crossing style. You can invite other players to hang out and also play football together. It's not the most popular mode, but you know, it's still very cute and I can't wait to play with my friends and visit lots of towns. So yeah, I think that will be all for now. There's still a ton of information about the game that I haven't talked about, but I won't be able to release the video on time if I add more information. So if you want to learn more about it, you can go to the official website. I'll go ahead and put the link of the website in the description below. That will be all for now, guys. Any type of like, comment and subscribe that you can give me will help me like you guys have no idea. Please have yourselves a good one.